Scott, thank you for joining us. After a bit of a break that we've been longer than we've been used to this season, we faced Swindon at the weekend. Can I just get your thoughts heading into that game?
Yeah, good game we're looking forward to. You know, we want to get back on the horse quickly, as it were. You know, we've had a reasonable start to the season, so a big game for us, a good game, and one we're looking forward to.
Yeah, we spoke after the Gillingham game, and you said that perhaps a few more days on the training ground is exactly what your squad need. Has it been a very good and productive week?
It has, yeah. We've had some good sessions. Got much needed work into the players. So yeah, we'll be ready and prepared come kick off at Swindon on Saturday.
Yeah, something we didn't really touch on, obviously at the Gillingham game, was the fact that Kellen Gordon missed out. How much of an impact do you think, it had him being out of that game, and sort of what is the timeline that we can expect him to be returning?
Yeah, he's a number of weeks away yet. Probably 3 or 4 weeks away from being included again. But we build a squad accordingly because of them reasons. When we pick up injuries to key players, we know that we've got players who are kind of ready and waiting to come in and be included. So that's why we build a squad. That's why we've kind of signed the players we've signed, because we know we can make changes accordingly. And I firmly believe with what we've got in the building that whatever changes you make, the side doesn't really get weakened.
Yeah, and it was good to see Harry Forster returning on that note. Obviously, he's someone who could potentially slot in at that right wing back slot. In terms of the whole squad, other than Kellen, are we looking fairly fit and ready heading into the weekend? Yeah,
pretty much. Got a couple of ones that we're assessing. Probably another 24 hours we'll make a decision on one player. Certainly, I don't want to name who that is, but yeah, we're pretty much, apart from that one that we're assessing, pretty much full complement.
Yeah, and obviously we spoke about it a lot last year, with that being our final game of the season, a return to Swindon for you. Does that always add a little bit of extra spice into the game, or is it something that you don't really tend to focus on?
No, not at all. No, it's just another game. We'll be concentrating on what we want to do. Of course, I've watched Swindon. They had an unbelievable game last time round against Wrexham. Obviously finished 5-5. It was 4-1 up at half time. So I've kind of analysed that game and looked at other games as well. So no, we'll go into the game with a confidence to try and win the game. We'll be going there to win the game, and it'll be a game we're looking forward to. The pitch will be good there. It'll be a decent crowd, good numbers. They always have good following. So it'll be a good game, and one we're looking forward to.
Cool. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Hello, Scott. Unfortunately, that first loss of the season last weekend. How have your side reacted to that loss heading up to this weekend, and the way they've reacted? Is there a difference from now till last season when you lost the game, perhaps when you first took charge?
Yeah, definitely. I think that the reaction's been really positive. The work that the players and their attitude and the body language and everything coming in this week was different from last season, definitely. We held a meeting and debriefed the game as we always do after every game. And the mood in the camp was that we've gained 7 points from 12, and we're disappointed not to take all 12 in the games that we've played. We feel that we dropped 2 points at Salford, and we felt that we deserved 3 points against Gillingham on reflection. So, from the 4 games that we've played, we've come away with 7, but really speaking, we're disappointed not to have all 12. So the feeling in the camp is somewhat frustration, but also focused as well, and hungry to gain back them points that we felt that we've dropped.
Where specifically, I know it's amount of time away now, that Gillingham game, but where specifically do you think it didn't quite fall for your side on that day in the match?
I think that obviously the penalty is a big turning point in many ways. I think if we score that, I think we go on and win the game significantly, but we didn't put that away. I believe that we created some good chances in the game, and I think obviously with the timing of their goal kind of put us in a position where they made it hard for us and banked up, and the kind of lack of spaces to try and hurt them. Fair play to them. So yeah, just a kind of number of things really.
We spoke last week to Carl Larriman. He's new to your staff, a new appointment for Crawley. How much does it mean to you to have him here?
Yeah, lots, because he's very experienced. He's a very, very good coach. He's enthusiastic. You only had to see him after training today. He wants to do extra bits with individual players just to kind of improve them all the time. He's a very, very good coach. Somebody I like and trust. I like his company. I like being around him. But his knowledge is ridiculous. You know, he understands the game inside out. So yeah, I'm delighted to have him on board. You know, I've known Larry a long, long time. You know, I think I first met Larry when I was probably around 20, 21 years of age, and I've always liked him. I've always felt he's got good energy, and there was no surprise to me when he went on and kind of had the coaching career that he had. But I'm delighted to have him on board, and you know, we're lucky really to have somebody like him with us.
Just finally, obviously coming up against Swindon Town this weekend, I have just mentioned, I apologise, that you've lost last weekend as well. If you can bounce back with a victory against Swindon, could this be quite a big turning point for your side? You can really, you know, show that you can bounce back quickly after a heavy defeat, or not heavy, a defeat like that. Yeah,
I think probably so. Yeah, but we're just going to take each game as it comes, and that's the most important one because it's the next one. We're going to concentrate fully on that. We're going to set the side up to try and win the game, and we'll see what happens. You know, football's a low-scoring game, and sometimes it tips one way and tips the other. We're just going to make sure that we're in the balance, and hopefully at the end of play we've got the 3 points, and we can come away and and enjoy our journey home.
Just quickly, you wanted 12 out of 12 for the first 4 games. How many do you want for the next 4?
The next 4, who are they? Swindon, Stockport,
and
we've got Charlton in the EFL Trophy.
Grimsby.
Yeah.
Newport Grimsby, is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
12.
That's the answer I was looking for. Thank you. Cheers, Scott.
Thank you.